The Grove has always been a part of student life here. In 1898, a student who was about to graduate became reflective of his years here at Ole Miss and spoke with great emotion about the beauty of this place. He said, "How strong soe'er I be, I needs must weep at this. Thy hallowed groves I see no more, Ole Miss."
It has become an icon, a divine architectural achievement for which the University of Mississippi is recognized and wherein beats the heart of the school. It is a classroom, a wedding chapel, a playground, and a study hall. For visitors, it is an overwhelming sight, and for alumni, even more so.
The Grove, as we know it today, did not come into existence until about 1889, when the university built a new building which is now called Ventress Hall. But Ventress Hall was actually off the circle, and there was a fence around the circle to keep the wild animals off the campus. And when Ventress Hall was built, that fence around the campus was removed and extended back to the railroad. When the chancellor extended that fence back to the railroad, he made this grove a gathering spot for students. And from the very beginning, the prominence of these towering oaks became part of the lore of the University of Mississippi.
It's a spectacular vista. If you're approaching the campus from town on University Avenue, and you cross the bridge there, and suddenly you behold in the distance these 12 or 15 acres of woods. It's the kind of thing you don't find a whole lot of campuses anymore.
When I first got to go through it, I was like, oh, this is nice, you know. People, when it's sunny, people get a chance to go out here, you know, study, whatnot, play around, throw the football, throw frisbees. I saw a lot of people throwing frisbees and whatnot.
It definitely serves a kind of purpose. It's just similar like Central Park in New York. I mean, Central Park in New York is, it's like a huge park in the middle of New York, smack in the middle of New York, but still people sort of relate to it emotionally, they relate to it culturally.
Every time that I come across there, haven't been out there, and I see the Grove, I'm home.
Everybody knows about it around the nation, and some people will, if you were in New York or somewhere, Washington, you know, somebody might ask about the Grove, you know, knowing that you're from Mississippi and saying that, what school do you go to? And you say University of Mississippi. Well, I heard that they have a nice Grove, have a nice, you know, good tailgating.
It was at the 2000 Democratic Convention out in LA, and I'm walking on the floor of the convention. I was a reporter for the Boston Globe, and I'm grabbed by Senator Joe Biden from Delaware. He grabs me on the floor and he says, "I went to the best party in my life at your alma mater." I says, "My God, Joe, what was that?" And he went on to describe a trip to the Grove a year or two before.
In recent years, the Grove has risen to national prominence, being cited for its contribution to college football and the art of tailgating. Sports Illustrated ranked the Grove as the #1 tailgating spot in the country, while the Sporting News called it the holy grail of tailgating sites.
I've never been to another place that has the warmness of the atmosphere and the love and togetherness and camaraderie that you get when you go to the Ole Miss campus and particularly go to the Grove. It's something that all alumni and the people of Mississippi can be proud of. I mean, I love to see total strangers like the opposition walking down through and just say, "What do you think? How about a sandwich? What about a drink? Whatever." And they go, "Gosh, I can't believe you guys. You know, we don't ever go in a place that they invite us to come in and enjoy the festivities."
You know, we've always at our tent welcomed the opposers. We've always offered them food. I mean, to us, it's a welcome mat. To anybody that's there, whether they're from Ole Miss or not from Ole Miss, it's a welcome mat.
I get there early, and people think I'm crazy because the tent's set up, and I just sit there. But I love it. I love seeing people out early in the morning, and I see people that I don't see the rest of the year.
You have food, you have family time, you have people intermingling, you have people interacting. I mean, it's a very, very family-oriented place.
I think we spend so much time during the week and on weekends not spending time together. It's so fast-paced that when we're in the Grove, it really is an all-day family event for us.
Some schools have class reunions every 10 years. Here we have a big, massive class reunion, school reunion, 7 Saturdays every fall.